Hi, my name is Jayden, and I want to tell you about a procedure I had at Cincinnati Children's. Our first stop was the Welcome Center. They asked my family a few questions and showed us how to get to the procedure waiting area. I got to bring my favorite stuffed animal to be with me for the day. In the waiting room, we went to the desk to answer some more questions, and they gave us bracelets to wear with my name. They told me that they will ask to see my bracelet a lot to make sure everything is just for me. When we finished answering questions, I got to meet my first nurse of the day.
Hi, my name is Christina. We're going to go ahead and get your weight.
Nurse Christina was so nice. She even gave me a warm blanket and pajamas and said we're going to go to the getting ready room. The room had a bed on wheels, chairs for my family, and a TV to watch movies. I stayed in this room with my family until it was time for my procedure. Next, the nurse asked to see our bracelets and asked us questions about my medications, my health, and when I ate last to make sure I am healthy and safe for my procedure.
First, we're going to get your temperature. I'm going to check your heart and lungs. Take a deep breath. Next, I'm going to place this sticker around your finger. It feels kind of like a Band-Aid and has a red light to check the oxygen in your body. Now I'm going to check your blood pressure. It's going to feel like your arm is getting a big hug.
I was really still, so it was over fast. Then I got to watch a movie. I had my own team of nurses and doctors caring for me that day. Everyone wore special clothes to make sure I was safe, and many came to visit us in the getting ready room to ask us questions. I learned that my team decides the safest type of anesthesia just for me because everyone is different. Anesthesia is the sleeping medicine that you get for procedures, so you do not feel, hear, see, or taste anything during the procedure. I got my sleepy medicine through a mask. Other kids, like my brother, need an IV for his sleepy medicine. An IV is a bendy straw that goes into your vein in your hand or arm. My brother said he watched TV while they placed his IV, and it was over really quick. I met a child life specialist. They showed me what I was going to do for the day. Just putting the sleepy medicine mask on Charlie. It made me feel so much better. There sure are a lot of people that know how to take really good care of kids like me. Your nurse will let you know if you need to take some medicine before the procedure. When it was time for my procedure, they checked my bracelet to read my name and birth date, and they talked to my family about the procedure. They called this a safety check. My family gave me a hug before I went to the procedure room. I got to ride on my bed with wheels, called a stretcher, to the procedure room. My family went back to the waiting room to wait for me during my procedure. I liked riding on the bed with wheels and talking to everyone as we went to the procedure room. The room was very clean with big lights. Everything they did was to help keep me safe and healthy. Once we were in the procedure room, my team put the finger light and the blood pressure cuff back on me and placed 3 stickers on my chest to make sure I was healthy and safe during my procedure. The anesthesiologist is the doctor that helped me understand how I would stay asleep during my procedure. The anesthesiologist gave me flavors to choose from to smell in my mask. I chose the bubblegum flavor, and it smelled so good. Then they put the sleepy air mask on my face, just like we practiced in the getting ready room. I don't even remember falling asleep because I fell asleep so fast. The next thing I remember, I woke up in the wake-up room, also called the PACU. I had a warm blanket on me, and I was still a little sleepy. I heard people talking and other kids waking up around me. When I opened my eyes, there was a nurse helping me, who stayed with me the entire time.
You're going to feel a little dizzy and things might look a little blurry, but you're okay. Here is some fresh air to help wake you up.
Even though I fell asleep fast for my procedure, I woke up kind of slow. I felt my stuffed animal next to me, and it made me feel better. I also felt the blood pressure cuff on my arm, the finger light on my finger, and I still had the stickers on my chest. This helped the nurse make sure my body was healthy. I woke up with an IV in my hand, just like my brother had from his surgery. I also had a soft pillow under my hand to keep my IV safe. They put mine in after I was asleep, so I did not feel it. The IV helped give my body the water it needs to stay healthy. The nurse can also give me medicine in the IV to help me feel better. My family came to meet me while I was waking up. The nurse talked to my family about how I was doing and when I could go home. When my doctor said it was okay, I was able to get a drink. I was very thirsty. Sometimes kids need to spend the night at the hospital after their procedure. They take a ride on the bed with wheels and stay in a hospital room overnight. There is a TV with movies and a couch for someone to stay with you. They have lots of things to do for kids who need to spend the night. Once you can leave the hospital, the nurse will take out your IV. You get to ride in a wheelchair to your car because you are still a little sleepy after your procedure. Thanks for watching my video. If you are still wondering what it's like to have a procedure at Cincinnati Children's, visit our website.